Oil Ocean Zone. Now, here's where the game, I feel, loses a bit of its quality. It's not that this level is necessarily the worst thing ever, but there are just a lot of problems with this level to really enjoy it fully. Some enemy placement is hit and miss, certain enemies have behaviors which are a little infuriating, and in some cases it's hard to feel that it wasn't intentional. Aesthetically, the level is fine. I kind of dig that it's sort of like an Arabian theme, and if you didn't notice, there's a little pyramid over there made out of rings, which sort of proves that this is in some sort of desert in Africa somewhere. Though I'm not really convinced that this takes place on Earth, the continuity is kind of all over the place, so, you know, whatever you want to believe. But let's start with the fact that there's a lot of spikes everywhere, and these seahorses, honestly, are really annoying. They path upwards and shoot down, which pretty much means that your standard just jump at them strategy won't work. And depending on how fast you're going and where they're placed, they're going to hit you with their projectile anyway, which is why you see me painstakingly kill that one right there. I personally think they could have used, I don't know, a better color than orange. But I guess that's supposed to show how hot this place is. I wonder what would happen if you lit a match and you threw the match still lit into the oil ocean. There's also a particular spot, if you don't platform properly, you're going to be going in circles until you figure out that you're supposed to go left instead of right. It's just kind of annoying. These little things that shoot you up into cannons always made me think of DOS-era video games for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I used to play a lot of DOS games. I played Mega Man X a lot. It has a similar sound chip too, now that I think about it. I had a Sound Blaster card. But I guess back to Oil Ocean, there's just a lot not to like about this level. This is also one of the levels with the most bugs in it. You can easily break the game in a lot of ways and skip all of the level. There's a lot of ring boxes and health monitors and whatever stuff I've never actually gotten. It's confusing to navigate because of the implications the cannons give. They're like the tubes in Chemical Plant Zone, except you're not entirely sure where you're going to end up because of them. It doesn't even really tell you which one would be the best choice to go. Oh, and God forbid you actually fall into the oil. There are only a certain few places you can do it, but it's a pain in the ass getting back on the platform. You can glitch underneath the level. I've seen people do it where if you tap the button ever so slightly, you can stay below the level geometry and above, but still above the death threshold, but I don't think that's worth doing. Act 2 is where the bugs I mentioned really proliferate. In a particular spot, I'll point out where you can break the level if you go fast enough. And it's very easy to do with Supersonic, but you can do it with regular Sonic too. Don't go down there. That's a mistake. I would also say that the high path is not always the best path to take either. But if you see this thing, this spring-looking thing, not here, but in another part of the level, if you hold down that spring and then go really, really fast right after that, you can end up in a wall, jump, and then skip the entire level vertically. These fan things are also annoying. They stop you from getting to platforms which have useful things on them. Like there. Spend a long time trying to get up there, and it's just not worth it, because they're supposed to eventually let up, but that one never does. So, guess you can't ever get over there. Maybe with Knuckles. I ain't doing a Knuckles run, though. Unlike, say, a desert level in that DuckTales game where the sand kind of slowly pulls you down, the oil pulls you down pretty fast, so mash the crap out of that button. Oh, and for all the people wondering, well, why is there fire in Oil Ocean if the little grates are pushing things up? If you don't burn off the methane when they actually get the oil out of the ground, you could potentially cause a lot of issues. So, when the methane comes out, you just burn the methane as it comes out. It's built in such a way that the fire won't reach down and just blow up all the oil. The more you know. I always like that those things make a noise when they hit stuff. It's the little things that matter. If you go up there, you can get I think either a shield or an extra life, but it's not the worst thing if you end up not getting over there. So here's the boss. I really don't like this boss. Mostly because sometimes its behavior is unpredictable, and its hitbox is smaller than you think it is. You'd think you'd just be able to hit the whole thing. It looks like a giant nose, if you really want my opinion on what it looks like, but you can only hit the part that Robotnik is in. And there I was supposed to... So how it works is if you jump, it tracks you a little bit. So as long as you know where it's going to hit you, you don't have to worry about the laser because you can just make it do what you want. You're the one that's in control. But it doesn't always work that way. I should also mention that claw thing that it spits out, the tail doesn't hit you, so you can safely just jump over the claw part. So it will know if you're ducking like that constantly, it'll just shoot lasers below and do that little flame path thing so that way you get hit. But if you do what I did and you hang out all the way in the corners, you should have a lot of time to react to whatever it shoots at you. So, and that's Oil Ocean.